So a lot of you are asking, how do you paint the wall where it meets the cabinet? And so here's your cabinet. And so obviously it comes to the wall. And then how do you keep your paint off the cabinet? Well, I'm going to suggest to you that you don't keep the paint off the cabinet, but that you in fact bridge your wall and your cabinet together by putting masking paper over your cabinet and exposing just about 1/8 of an inch of cabinet, and then bridging the wall and the cabinet with caulking. You don't like to see those black lines. They're called reveals. There's a little space between the cabinet and the wall. They're ugly, right? What you want to see is a nice seal. I don't care if you have brand new mahogany cabinets. This is the way I want you to do it. Unless you say, well, I don't want paint on my brand new cabinets. But it's a controlled application of paint in that it's a straight line and it's only 1/8 of an inch or so. And you're bridging the wall and the cabinet. Otherwise, you're going to have an ugly line like this. You see that? It's an ugly line, and we have to fix that. When a previous painter gets paint on your cabinets, unless you're going to replace the cabinets or sand that off and refinish the cabinet, there's no other way to do it other than to put new paint on the cabinet, but making it a straight line. Usually it's not so nice, where the old painter just kind of brushes it on and his line is all wavy. So here's how we do it. We take 9-inch masking paper. You could use smaller, but I like to use the 9, which is what you're looking at there. And then we're just going to put a generous amount of caulking between the paper of the masking and the wall in order to bridge, to join together, to make it one, your cabinetry and your wall. And this is the finished product. Now, since you can only paint this once without retaping it, you don't want to leave this tape on there and let it dry. I want you to take a nice amount of paint, get it on there, and just go like this, one direction. Because when you go back and forth, what happens is you're pulling the paint and the color off of the surface, and then you're going to necessitate having to do it again. Let's see how we did. Okay, let's take a look. How do you like that line? You see, the previous painter made it all sloppy. And so now we made it beautiful. See how beautiful and straight it is? So what did we do to recap? We took masking paper, 1-inch masking paper, and used a hand masker. You could do the same thing with the right tape. Please do not go and get blue tape. It's too tacky. You want to get a tape that just sticks a little bit, okay? And you have to make that judgment. I suggest Sherwin-Williams 1-inch tape, the tan masking tape. They sell it in single rolls. It's about $1.95. That's the tape that I would like you to use. Clean your cabinets. Make sure that there's no grease on them, because then your tape won't stick. And then after you get the tape on, I use the hand masker, but you don't need that. You want to make a straight line with your tape. Once you're satisfied that it's done, I want you to press firmly on the tape so that you know that the tape is sticking very firmly. And then I want you to take clear caulking in a caulking gun, and I use DAP, but make sure it's clear, because if it's not, you're going to see a white edge where the caulking dries. Here it's clear, it's going to be transparent and take on the color of yellow. Then you put your tape on there and you bridge the gap between the cabinet and the wall. You bridge it, you join it together, and then you're essentially painting the wall and a little piece of the cabinet. And of course you're painting over the caulking. And that's called bridging. Okay, any questions, please leave it in the comments section. Make a comment about how you do it. Click on like and please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Spencer Colgan is Wallpaper.